Welcome to the channel, Caledonian Biker here. Thanks for tuning in, especially if you're new to the channel. If you like what you see, give me a subscribe. Why are you on it? Now, you're either looking for a GS 1300, or perhaps you're considering a new GS 1300, or you've bought a new GS 1300, or you've just been nosy and you want to find out what the GS 1300 is all about. Well, you'll get mine as regards to my thoughts on it, because I've got one here and I've got the 1250. The 1250 versus the 1300. Honest real review from an owner, so stick around and find out what it's all about. Roll the intro. Hi there, thanks for watching the intro. So I'm not here doing specs on either of these two bikes. I don't want to do figures either, they're all over the net. This video is only about comparison between the two bikes. My barefaced facts and figures of what I experienced myself between the 1250 and the 1300. Now, the 1250 needs no introduction whatsoever. I had the 1200 before it, I've had three 1250s, I've had this one for over 3 years. I know my 1250s as I knew my 1200s. As we moved from the 1200 into the 1250, there was so many things I liked over improvement. But this bike here, this is from the ground up. This is an entirely new bike. This isn't just a wee make-up engine and quick shifters, etc, etc. This is a new animal altogether. And this is what we're going to talk about in comparison to this, as I ride both my bikes back to back on an almost daily basis on similar roads, similar conditions. I will tell you exactly what both are like and the pros and cons of both. I'm going to break it down into a certain amount of categories to make the comparison between the two bikes. Now, the first thing that strikes me with the 1300, after 9 months of riding in ownership, is how good the engine is. The engine is much more powerful than the 1250. The 1250, fantastic engine, but this has got the legs on it. This engine's got the legs in it. Again, the torque of the engine, again it's got the legs in it. It's got even more power than a 1290 KTM. The torque it's in this engine. Quick shifter, fantastic. I love it in my GS 1250. The 13th quick shifter is just another step again. I don't know because the gearbox is underneath the engine. Some say that. Some say it's because the shaft is longer. I don't care. That works better than the 1250 does. I'm delighted with it. Now, as regards to me, I had to opt for the bigger 1300. I've got the taller one. It's 20mm taller. It's the Enduro spec. Because of my height, I found the standard bike was a wee bit on the small side for me. But that's good because it's got to suit the whole range of riders. So the 1300 that they brought out now suits the whole range of riders. With my 1250, I always rode the bike in the high suspension settings. It gave me more leg room, it was a more comfortable ride. So that's why, as I said, I opted for the 20mm higher Enduro version suspension, which I think is a good idea for guys well over 6 foot. Now, although that's not got a high button, it's got something totally more remarkable than that. It's got 35 settings that you can have, with the plus and minus from the 0 on every one of your modes in this bike. And that's a game changer for the bike. It doesn't just stop there. The throttle has got 35 settings. And in my view, it makes it so much easier to dial the bike into what you want. Perhaps you don't want to change about with it, but the facility's there if you need to do it. Now, back to buttons. With this bike here, we had an array of buttons. With this, we've got an array of buttons. They're slightly new buttons. But as far as I'm concerned, the buttons on this bike, once you get used to them, the same as we did with the 1250, they're as easy, if not easier to work on the 1300 than it was in the 1250. Now, your other big topic is this daddy here, the X-Lite. So much said in the reviews, so much said in the press, X-Lite, X-Lite. Unfortunately, with EU regulations, they had to change from this double light back to an X-Lite single light. They had several different options, that's the one they went for. I don't have a problem with it. That's changed. And over the years of me riding bikes, the decades I've been riding them, I have seen so many lights and so many lights discussed. Why have they got two lights? Why is only one lit up? Why is one not lit up? Why is two lit up? We move on, and we're moving on with the times, and the X-Lite's here, and the X-Lite's here to stay. Now, next comparison I'm going to make, it's an important one for me, perhaps not for you, but it comes into cleaning. The spoke wheels, I've had every GS with spoke wheels, and they are a bind to clean. A lot of work involved, a lot of GT85. These new wheels that I've got on here, these are the light forged wheels. Now, they are a wee bit extra to buy, but they're fantastic wheels, and they're fantastic wheels for two reasons. One, as I mentioned, so easy to clean, not the bind you've got with the spokes. The other one is, with the lightweight wheels, the bike itself is so easy for manoeuvring when you're riding it. It steers so much quicker. And as far as I'm concerned, I would have these on any GS I was buying. Now, the next thing to move on to, and I'm not really wanting to talk about it because I don't carry a pillion, is the pillion facility for the bike. Everybody knows how good the 12s were, the 1250s were for carrying pillions. Some are saying these are a wee bit more compact. That's their opinion. I can't personally talk about it because I don't carry a pillion. On the luggage front, I've not went for luggage with my bike. I'm a soft luggage type guy. I did have the big panniers on this, the Varios, and they were great, but I usually just run with a top box or soft luggage. So I'm not going to give you opinions on stuff that I don't really get involved with. So just to recap, in my opinion, the 1300 is an excellent bike. It is my favourite GS ever. Now, on that subject, before we finish, we've now got a new bike in the block. It's the GSA. And oh dear, that has got you all going. Never mind the hamburger buttons, and that button's better than that button. You're now dealing with an entire different animal because there's no clutch lever facility on the GSA. And it's coming to this bike in 2025 too. What you're going to have on the GSA and this in 2025 is A mode and M mode. With the A mode, you're going to be fully automatic. You won't touch a clutch because there's no clutch lever there. You won't touch the pedal because it just does it all itself. Or you can get into M mode and you can move the gear lever up and down with your foot, still no clutch. But all that's a massive talking point and the way it looks, and that's all for another day. So as far as I'm concerned, I've rounded it up as best I can for you, and it's a big thumbs up for the 1300. Thanks for watching. I hope the video has been informative. If you've not already subscribed, please subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Take care, Caledonian Biker.